Wavelength world. It's Gavin here from MOONRiiVR. James is not here right now. He actually just left. We were in the studio here earlier today. He'll be back tomorrow. We're going to keep making some new music. We just put out a new single November 20th, and it's called You Get Me By. And it was inspired by this feeling, I guess, that I had for myself, that I wasn't able to show myself the same kind of empathy and self-care that I was happy to extend to friends. And the song was about trying to hold up a mirror to myself and show a little empathy for yourself and understanding. Well, I appreciate you calling it a summary album. I think it is an album that's full of joy and rediscovery of music and love and yeah, and I think, well, actually I sent the record to a friend before it came out, and he told me that in the winter months it made him want to go to the sink and run his hands under warm water and pretend he's at the beach. So I think, you know, I think the music is relatable in this chilly climate too, and yeah, music has that power to transcend. Well, wouldn't I be happy to? Right here is the tape machine that we recorded the record on, actually. It's called the Tascam 388. It's a cool machine because it's got only 8 channels, 8 preamps, 8 channels of EQ, and it's 1/4 inch tape. And it's all self-contained, so it's, even though it's big, it's pretty portable, and you don't necessarily need a computer to run it, to monitor it. And so we recorded the bulk of the album here at the studio, up at James's place in Creemore. Yeah, and a few other places, and it was fun lugging that thing around. And it sounds great, and I think just the convenience factor too, and the limitations were a big part of that last record, because with 8 tracks, you just have to be quite decisive and make decisions and live and die by them. You can always start again, but there you have it.
I'm not sure. I guess that's just the price.
10 years later. Wow, that's crazy to think that's been 10 years. Well, I remember when I first moved to Toronto, I wanted to find a musical community, and I didn't really know how or where, but I got wind of Wavelength that was happening Sunday nights at Sneaky D's, and I started going and discovered such a cool community of musicians and organizers, and saw so many amazing bands, and sort of really raised the bar for me as to what it could mean to be a musician, whether that meant as a local musician or however you want to say, just as a musician and a supporter of music. And I got to see like the Constantines when I was young, and that blew my mind, and it was just an exciting time. And so to get to play it with my old band Friday Morning's Regret in 2006 was a real honor, and I was so excited to have the opportunity. And I remember it was the World Cup, and Italy was in the World Cup, and so Little Italy was, I think college was closed off west of Bathurst, and it was just like chaos and joy, and that excitement was so palpable in Sneaky D's, and you know, the cars were honking every time something happened, and it was a really special experience.
I'm not sure.
We're going to be playing a bunch of songs off our first record, which is Volume 1. And then we have a bunch of new songs that we've been working on since then. So we're going to play some of those. I'm going to play bass. James is going to play guitar. Lyle Molson is going to play drums. And we're super excited. You know, every time this band plays, it seems like the personnel in it are slightly different. And I love each and every configuration, and this is a new one. So I'm excited to try it out.
How would I